have a lot of love. Gotta have a whole lot of love from a you little girl. Gotta have a whole lot of love from a you little girl right now.
When he said it goes on my Toledo, stop taking Instagram for 100 grand gold. There's wherever else you in the day.
Hello, my name is Jay, and it's been a long time since I've been on camera. I'm a little bit older and a little bit wiser, but probably basically just a completely different person. So what has changed? Since my last appearance on here, the Dodgers have won the World Series not once, but twice. For my part, I've been attacked at a gas station, illegally evicted from a rental, and pulled over 6 times for having rooms on a family sedan. I've bulked on a lot more mass from the gym and eating lots of borscht. I've become unable to reach the middle of my own back as a result, so I end up doing this kind of scratching motion like Baloo from the Jungle Book, but with a bathroom towel. But perhaps the most obvious change is behind me with my living situation. This is the caravan I live in. If you're in Australia, you would have seen these pop up everywhere the last couple of years. I don't have my setup in here as it doesn't fit, so I work on this Chromebook given to me. It's a lot like an iPad cosplaying as a laptop, and reminds me very much of my friend Moshi watching the Dota International on a nearby smart fridge. There's a lot of interesting things about living in one of these. For example, the water pipe melts open every time there's a hot day, so you're always doing these kind of little DIY jobs. With all that said, this is more of an interlude on the Japles timeline, kind of splitting between the first half of season 1, which is already up, and the rest that I'm working on now. It's not easy to summarize my life since the last episode, which was a very scrappy film called Australian Girlfriend I released a little over 2 years ago. My grandma passed away a few months later after that film, and talking to my father about it later, I recounted that at the time it felt like flying through a thick mist with no waypoints, no visual, just throttling up or down. I drove around with roses from the wake on my dashboard until they fell apart, and this kind of dichotomy between being present and being absent in the moment is the only way I can kind of separate the last few years of my life. I got a new car, new jobs, I lost a lot of old friends and made a lot of new ones. But on the whole, I've been the closest to truly offline since early childhood. I stopped creating almost entirely for 2025, falling back on the mediums that I used growing up, like writing and sketching. These videos are an attempt to communicate visually as much as verbally, which is very helpful when most of the things that you love and take inspiration from work better as visual influences than things that I'm good at writing really long essays about. I'd rather incorporate visuals that I love into my own stuff instead of trying to explain them. So Japles is kind of like a sketchbook, an exercise in show, not tell. It's 2026 now as of the time of recording, and the internet is a shell of its former self, this site even more so. It's almost unrecognizable from the days of broadcasting yourself. So the question I've been asking myself is, why do I want to make more Japles? There's a simple answer. I could quote some passages about personal creative responsibility, the inherent value that an earnest attempt at art carries, the ability to immortalize parts of your own life, all of that stuff. But to be honest, it's mainly for the love of the game. There are videos that I have watched that have completely changed the way that I think and feel, and it's this kind of magic that pulls me back in. How do you and I feel the same? What can I share with you, put you onto? What do you and I think is funny for the same reasons or different? As the old heads would say, that's what we call cinema. I'll be making more episodes of Season 1 Japles on the regular channel. This channel's kind of more just for fun. I try to make things that give me a warm or a good feel when I watch them back, and hopefully my stuff makes you guys feel something too. So that's all for me for now. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you later.